What's up, guys? How you guys been? It's been a while. As you could probably see, we've done so much more to the world since the last two videos. It's crazy how much progress we've been making on stream. It's funny to look at the original area where the first two videos were made in and see the whole new base that we've made. Oh, and yes, I'm on a hot air balloon. Pretty cool, right? Lately on stream, I've just been working on some viewer builds, such as the statue you can see behind me. I have this to-do book where I've written down everybody's requests so far, but as you can see, there's like 3 pages of requests I have to get to. And that's where this video comes in. I thought making this video would be a good idea, because the amount of requests I get on stream compared to the time that I have building them, it just does not add up. We'll start off with this statue. A viewer named Axel requested me to build him a large statue. The plan is that we will surround his statue by a bunch of little statues in this whole area. And yes, the little statues can also be requests as well. So basically we'll just see who wants a statue and we'll throw it over here. Next up we have Esther's Tower. You walk across this bridge and you're greeted with a nice little cozy home feeling. While this interior is nice, we're going to do some upgrades to it later on stream. Upstairs you can find her bed, as well as a little porch to look out of. The next build that we still need to finish up is Crystal's Castle. We decided it would be cool to have a mini castle up here on the mountain. While the outside is basically done, I still need to furnish the inside, because right now it's pretty empty. But we're just waiting to do that when she's there on stream. The next viewer project takes us over to the nearby forest, where you can find this cabin tucked away in the woods. The viewer that requested this cabin, his name is That Kid. You walk inside to be greeted with a nice little kitchen area featuring some of the Farmer's Delight mod blocks. You look to the right to see where the beds are, as well as a little reading area. If you continue down to the stairs, you'll find the cellar, which includes all of the more industrial type of blocks, such as smokers, crafting tables, furnaces, and a stone cutter, as well as plenty of storage. I love the vibe this cabin brings to the forest, and I'm planning on making more down the road that way. So if you want one, hop in the stream and request one. The next build that I actually showcased earlier is the hot air balloon. The viewer that requested this, his name's Solo. He wanted a red and white hot air balloon. Now this is the first time I've built a hot air balloon in a while, and I really love the concept. I'm definitely planning on making more floating around this area, especially since they'll be floating above the fields that I plan to make, as well as the statue area. And finally, the last viewer build I just completed yesterday on stream was this pink tower for a viewer named Unicorn. As you enter, you're greeted by a nice sitting area before you approach the main space. This space is filled with a reading corner, as well as the essential blocks and some storage. Taking the spiral staircase leads you up to the bed, as well as a nice lookout point that covers a good view of all the builds. I'm going to start by building a floating castle on a cloud, since after all Tristan's been asking for a while. What the heck? That was so loud. Did y'all hear that? Lightning strike? Wait, it struck right here. Wait, that makes so much sense. This armor stand was just magically gone one stream, and I was so confused. But I guess if lightning's just gonna strike right there, that makes sense. Well, looks like I need to put more lightning rods around here. Alright, so my thought process is, since I'm gonna be building a cloud, I think using snow blocks would look pretty cool in the air. I think snow would give a good aesthetic. It's like a cloud, because you're walking on it. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so first of all, we're going to have to find a place to put it. Honestly, a floating castle could be cool over here, especially if I'm going to be throwing around some hot air balloons. We'd kind of blend into the sky with them all. We'll see how high we want to make it, but just place the full stack of scaffolding and see how high that gets us. There we go. What does that look like? I think that would be a good height for it. Definitely set it apart from the other builds. Alright, now that we're up here, start by placing our first snow block. And honestly, I have no clue how I'm going to build this cloud, but we're just going to go with the flow, I think. You know what would be perfect for this? Is the happy ghast. See if we can land on him. Come here, homie. Bang. There we go. Now we're set. Thought process here is to create a shape that's not so symmetrical. Well, already out of snow, but at least I know where to find some. Huge mountain range back there. Feel bad kind of removing all the snow, but let's be real. It's just gonna snow again, so. Okay, yeah, that's starting to look a little random. Wow, look at that. Holy. Alright, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Alright, let's fill the top layer in. Sweet, this is looking great. This will definitely be, I think this should be enough building space to make something mini castle. Alright, we got a pretty good layout going right now. I think this should fit. Now we just have to build up the towers. Bro, what the? I did not mean to do that. Alright, we have the foundation in, now it's just time to decorate. Since it's on a cloud, I kind of want to mix in some pale oak for a different white vibe. Alright, put the fences in. Now let's add some walkways for the walls. Right now we just need to add some furniture and some lighting. First, let's grab some wool for some beds. So many random colors, so let's just kind of share everybody. There we go. Now we'll get some lanterns for the lighting. Oh yeah, I like how that looks. Especially from down here. Totally looks like it's on a cloud. There we go, some little guard rooms. Do the same thing in these corners. Boom, I think this is complete. I think it's the perfect vibe to have while floating on a cloud. You walk in, you have plenty of rooms for the guards in each tower. Then you have the main area with the bed and the essentials. Go up the spiral staircase, get to the top where you have a great view of the whole entire world. Wow, you can see everything. I think that concludes our build. The last step is to take the book, find where it was, right here, floating castle on the cloud, and we will check that off. Okay, yo, this is perfect. Imagine just walking on this path, you look up and you see a cloud with a castle on it. That is so sweet. Kind of want to see what it looks like from the hot air balloon. When you're just chilling in here and you look over, you see a castle up in the sky. Heck yeah. I think the build turned out fantastic though, guys. I'm really happy with it. Just another thing to add to the world, really. Well guys, as you can see behind me, the build is complete. Very happy with how it turned out. Shout out to Tristan for the idea as well. Hopefully you tune into the stream soon so I can show you the final product. But hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And also stay tuned for more future builds. I think it's just a better idea to make the videos of the viewer builds instead of trying to tackle them on stream with all the other projects I have going on. So definitely stay tuned, more videos will come, and hopefully you'll see your own viewer build being built. Just come to the stream and request it. See you guys.